Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Stafford to the air to start us off. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Get some space around midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they get this down to the 28. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Nacua's got it again. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Give to Williams from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's no harm on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stafford from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Love out of the shotgun. That's reeled in by Jalen Reed. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All set to go now from the 35. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun now for Love. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
It's now 4th down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. And from their own side of midfield here, they're going to punt rather than go for it. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd and 2, Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Packers nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Nixon now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
To the air with Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on the line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
So 1st down from the 41. Play action. Love. Get some space around midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they will only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Love. Finds the in route complete. And he hands them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. He finds them 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Well, left side taken in by Adams. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it.
Second and 3 now. To throw, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And this gets them well away from dangerous. He is up past their 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of an aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Love. It's his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the line. Here's third and 3. Love now. Got his man. It's Golden. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
See, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They send a tight end in motion. On second down, Jacobs. He's across midfield into Rams territory. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Love on 3rd and short. This one to Williams out left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
They've got first down here from the 36. Love looking to pass. This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Well, it's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Stafford from the gun. Completed over the middle. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Ethan Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that 1st down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw, here's Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Quick throw out wide by Love. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is second and 6 coming up. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden, and it's third down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight, and there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Throwing, it's Love. Has him on a quick hitter. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Rams add a man to the secondary. Third down. To throw. He's got it complete to Reed. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now to throw. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minutes. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Rivers. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So now they have 3rd and short.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Nacua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down throw here for Stafford. Got in right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 3 now. Now Stafford again. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. he is to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Going for it, it's Williams. It'll be the first and more. Gets it to the 15, and he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And they cashed in where it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
17, Packers 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Love with it on first down. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Back to the air. Love. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.